All right. Welcome everybody to the call. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are around the world. Welcome. Starbucks to everybody. I hope you're all having an awesome day. All right, guys, I know it's low numbers here today, so it's just me and you guys, which is kind of exciting. So you're going to be the first to know some new stuff that's happening. So I'm going to bring that up and I will repeat it a little bit later. As you can tell, I'm outside a Starbucks. I was originally inside, but some of the information I'm going to share, I don't think that should be broadcast in front of people sitting in Starbucks. So kind of kept this a little bit on the private side. Justin's here as well as my backup man. And I want to go through some stuff with Avazoo so you guys are aware what this call's about. So first of all, the Avazoo websites, I had bought this up about a month ago. I bought it up again about 2 weeks ago. We are in the process of taking 3 different servers around the world and combining it to one server. The expense we were running is into multiple thousands each and every month, and our volume of traffic doesn't warrant the cost. So we've gone to what they call digital ocean. So we were on what they call Google Cloud, which you're all aware of, AWS, which is the Amazon service, and Ionis, which is a German server. What we've done is them bills were ridiculous. They were coming in several thousands of dollars, and rather than going up in ticket sales, they've come down. So we ended up moving everything, or in the process of moving it over to digital ocean, which is one server that's going to do 5 times the amount of traffic that we've ever peaked at, and it's literally less than $1,000 a month. So that's what we're doing, guys, so you're aware of it. It is also connected to a Google Cloud, so as it expands it will still give the speed it necessarily do. So because we're moving different items step by step, what's happening is sometimes it creates an outage. The outage is only usually a few minutes, literally maybe 30 seconds sometimes. But the problem is it has to propagate, it has to catch up around the world. So if you're having some outage, like I think it was Monday last week, again Monday this week, we had outage, you guys getting into the CRC, and you wasn't able to do it in certain places. Some places they didn't have a problem. That's the reason why. So please make sure you let everybody know that we're going to continue having these outages. I think what we're going to do though is rather than do the main transfers on Sunday nights, we're most probably going to switch that up and maybe do it during the week. It seems like every Monday is when we have our problem. So we're going to look at that and redo it. So let me tell you what we got going on with Avazoo, because it's time to pick the ball up and run with it. And if I can't win this game this way, then you change what you're doing to make things happen. And I've been working on that now for the last week, making some things happen. So the credit card processor is in testing stage. We expect by Friday the credit card processor to be the brand new one with new acquiring banks, i.e. we do anticipate that we'll have no issues anywhere, especially in Europe and Africa. There may be some concerns in 1 or 2 countries. India may be one of the countries, and definitely in China could be a problem. But they're the only 2 countries we're aware of with the new acquiring banks. So we're expecting to have the credit cards up and going. And the deadline date for that we have, we're actually expecting it to be live by this Saturday, but we're not going to turn it live on the website for people until we start our first promotion. So when is our first promotion going to start? Well, this upcoming Wednesday, not now, that's February the 7th, 1 week today, we're going to restart the wheel where you can win. The only difference is there's going to be the monthly wheel as well. So we're going to do 2 days of testing, 2 days of testing. We're going to do next Wednesday the 7th, and next that's for both games. That's the weekly game and the monthly game next week. Then what we would do is we'll reset it and start a brand new game. But the difference is instead of it being a 7-day game, it'll only be a 5-day game. But we want to test for 2 days. So that's on February the 7th, February the 8th, and then on the 9th, we'll turn off both them games, make sure everything's working, and then we'll restart the game. And one will go for a month and one will go for only 5 days to be the weekly game. Now, what's going to be cool is all the prizes have changed. Okay, so everything that you guys are going to see are going to be real prizes that people can receive that week. Okay, so there's a little different format that's going to happen. But we want to go ahead with the new credit card processing. We start a new marketing campaign starting with a dialing program that's going to go out. It starts on February the 9th. The order dialer goes up, and that will start going out, telling people about it, going through a non-profit organization that has stepped up and said, hey, we're going to support you. We want to get involved in this. So you go ahead, use the dialer, use our nonprofit so we don't have any issues anywhere in the world. Now, that stops us with any issues with what they call the do not call list. It also gives us the opportunity to turn that on to extremely high numbers. In other words, we can dial up to 27,000 people per minute. Now, obviously, we would never max it all on one campaign, but you can see that we can dial a lot of people. They'll get a message that goes into a longer message, then it takes them over to the Avazoo site. So, guys, because of the new changes, obviously, I have to keep pushing with Avazoo, keep things going. I'm hiring some new people right now to come on with Avazoo so we can meet everything. We're going to increase the banners. So those of you a little bit behind on some entries, because the banner is going to be tied together with the new marketing campaign, the new wheel campaign, the banners now are going to be up to 100 entries, 100 free entries every time you post a banner. You'll only have one banner per day that you can post, but you'll be able to get 100 entries. So that's going to be really good. Again, it's all designed about getting people in to the new wheel game, which will have real cash prizes on the wheel game for the monthly gains. We got to get people into the monthly game plan, and that test will start on the 7th through to the 9th. Now, we're also going to be switching up some times, guys. We're going to announce this upcoming Saturday, which is the date for this Saturday. I'm just making sure I got the calendar. Is going to be the 3rd of February. That is going to be the last official call we do at 9 a.m. For the Q&A on Saturday. We're going to be giving you the new times. The good thing is these times are going to change during the week. So it's going to allow people to get on them. So there's one of the calls is going to be 9 o'clock New York time. Sorry, Las Vegas time, 9 p.m. So that means if you're in New York, it's 12 midnight. However, if you're in Europe, it's 9 a.m. the next morning. So we're going to be changing the times around for Avazoo, and there will be 2, possibly 3 calls a week. But next Saturday will be the last call we do at 9 a.m. on a Saturday or 12 noon on a Saturday. Now, also what we got, guys, coming up is there's a couple of promotional things that we're going to be doing that we're going to ask you to reach out and do. They're a little bit different than normal. We're going to actually give you access to a blog page that is going to write your own blog for you. So what you would do is go in through this access, you will write out a blog on your say, I want to talk about Avazoo, and it's going to reach out to the web and it's going to read everything on the web about Avazoo, and you're going to put in a couple of things what you want to talk about. This blog page will kick off for you, and then you can approve it, make any changes you want. That is coming this month, February. And the idea is to get multiple blogs going, pushing Avazoo and the ticket sales under the blogs. Once we got the blogs going, we can then drop the press releases and move on with the press releases. So, guys, we're not missing a beat. In fact, I've stepped it up this week because of things are what are going on with Ripple that obviously can't be in 2 places at once. So I'm turning my focus on getting the tickets sorted out and ticket sales. On Saturday, this upcoming Saturday, will be my last call with Ripple. Then Paul would take it with different people, do what they want to do on Saturdays. But I got to keep myself separate from what I'm going to do. And obviously, I need to push my own team to build out people. So, guys, Saturday, make sure you're on the call. Now, what's going to be good on Saturday, the upcoming call, there's a great announcement for Ripple, and it's really going to kind of put the icing on the cake for everybody. What we're going to be doing is introducing the auction site earlier than anticipated under a test market. I think most of you know by now that we are doing all the technical stuff on the back end of Ripple. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing a test on the auction site. Paul is going to introduce to you on Saturday what you can do to participate in that auction. So if you've already signed up some people into Ripple, it is important, you guys, in my opinion, it's important you get everybody on the call on Saturday so they can participate in this test market. You'll be able to actually win prizes or go out, get the points, bid on the prizes. Then if you're the lucky winner, you'll have them prizes within 24 hours. There's a couple of reasons we're doing this. Number one, make sure the auction site works. Number two, to make sure everybody knows, hey, this is real. Number three, they get a prize, they become a testimonial, so they can put some testimonials up. Now, we are working on the Ripple website, doing as much as we can on that, but at the current time, that is still scheduled for the March 1st deadline date. So, guys, make sure you're on this upcoming Saturday call. That will be the 9 o'clock call for Avazoo/Ripple. We're going to be emailing out. Then after that, that 9 o'clock call, meaning 12 noon, so it was 9 for me in Vegas, that 12 noon call will become the Ripple time for the call. It seems like it's the best time around the world for people to kind of get on the call. Avazoo's calls will then be coming during the week calls, so you'll be able to do that. And we have a couple of exciting speakers coming on a couple of calls as well. So, guys, that's really your update. So if you only just joined me, I appreciate you being here. Again, the websites are down and up and down and up and down, and they will be through the next period of the next couple of weeks. The credit card processor is in play, and we've already got it done. We're now testing, and that's going to be by a European acquiring bank, so we shouldn't have any issues. The only thing what we are anticipating doing, we do anticipate to turn off the crypto. Now, we've had a lot of feedback from people that, crypto is becoming very, very difficult, not only for the um, making a payment on it, but it's also becoming very, very difficult to get money back out of a crypto. And it is certainly getting gray line or even illegal in certain countries. So, guys, we are anticipating that we most probably will turn off the crypto if the credit card processing is working real smoothly, like any other restaurant would be. Then we're most probably going to turn off the crypto. So just be prepared that that may happen. The NFTs will still be able to be purchased, but they'll be purchased through a payment of a credit card payment rather than through the NFT. But you'll still be able to do that, is what we're working on. Apart from that, guys, unless you've got any direct questions, the new banner, don't forget, it's going to have 100 entries on it. So it's catch-up time for people to get up to that 50,000, so that your entries roll into the next one. So that's going to be important. So that will be done. The business banners, guys, if you've got business banners inside the Avazoo, don't forget that's still working currently, but that will be switching over to Ripple to keep that as a separate entity. So you'll have the opportunity to get all the people that join Ripple will be able to post about them banners, and then they will be able to get their points for the auction. The virtual card that we've been telling you about, we are moving forward with Avazoo on that. So that will be most probably going in for a processing approval, most probably within the week, maybe even earlier. And once we can do that, we can get you the virtual card, which will help make the payments as well for the credit cards. In the meantime, we most probably would do a brother-sister card for Ripple, most probably have, but there's no point in having two, obviously, because you're competing. But we'll work on that to get the best, cheapest solution for you guys to make it happen. So again, if I was you guys, definitely get ready for February the 7th, 1 week today. We'll be turning on the game. It will be the weekly game and the monthly game. You'll see there's some couple of changes we worked on there yesterday and Sunday. So you'll see them. There'll be new prizes in there. There will be cash and format of prizes that I think you guys will be pretty happy with. If everything goes good on the 7th, 8th, on the 9th, we will restart it, and everybody then will play actually for the prizes. So the weekly game will only be a 5-day game, and this should create some ticket sales with the new program we're doing we're doing a dial-in program, guys, for the non-profit, but you get certain things. I can't expose it right now under contract at the moment, waiting for it to be signed. But basically, by using this non-profit organization, what it's going to do is allow them to get a ticket. So we'll explain all that to you, but we're going to be able to use the data to go out and start selling tickets. So, Justin, is there any questions that we have that may have popped up? I know we only have a small group, and you guys are awesome. Thank you for joining me. Any questions come up, Just?
At this moment, I'm not seeing any questions yet in the chat. Maybe give people a second here to post them.
Okay. If you guys have got any questions about anything, and it doesn't matter, good, bad, or ugly, feel free to ask the questions. We're not going to change. We've always been open format, and we will do that. Obviously, we're putting a lot of focus on getting Ripple up and going, because every time somebody's going to go in there and play in the Magic game, they're going to see an advertisement of Avazoo. So that's important. Guys, I cannot express to you as much as need to follow what Ripple's doing and get people signed up, because when that winner circle ends, and this week you got people still going to get in the round robin. You know, Paul extended that, so anybody that signs up is going to be in the round robin. Let me quickly tell you. Obviously, this is an Avazoo call, but Avazoo and Ripple, you know, we are partnered, so I want to push that company the best I can, because the more it can do, the more tickets we can get for Avazoo. So, guys, you want to get your family and your friends in the round robin. You got to. If you don't, you've heard about it for so long, it's really going to affect you on Ripple. At any given time, Ripple can just take off. And when I say take off, it can just go viral. The only thing what's going on with Ripple right now is getting the word spread out, what needs to be spread out. Once the auction site is there and there are prizes and people see it, this thing's just going to go like wildfire. Guys, do not wait. You know, go and post. If you just do what I've done, put up on your Facebook page. Anybody need help with your rent? Direct message me. They will DM you. Send them your video of the company overview video, then with your link in there, and then send them about the round robin, whatever you need to do. I am picking up dozens of people DMing me to send out information, and I am so far behind, I have not had a chance to respond to them. But guys, you've got the time. So all you got to do is put on a blank screen, a pink screen, a blue screen, whatever it is. Anybody behind on student loans, you attract different people. Do you need your student loan paid for you? Are you behind on bills? Do you need a break for a month? DM me, I can help you. Guys, these are all very simple marketing tools that people are doing every day of the week, whether it's on TikTok, whether it's on Facebook, Instagram, whatever. Guys, get out there, get people signed up, get your family signed up, because it benefits you. Every individual that signs up, 20% of what they win is going to come to you. But even better, if they sign up their family members, 20% of what their family members win come to you. And there's an additional 10% that's going to drop into your, not theirs, your fundraising / vacation. Guys, you got to get the word out. The more you get out there right now, the more points you're going to get, the more stuff you're going to be able to bid for. It's that simple. It's not hard. It's not challenging. There's no personal information being requested. You're not filling in a social security number. You're not putting a bank account. You're not putting your physical address. You're giving a name, and you're using an email address. And I don't care if you want to put in your name is Donald or Michael, whatever. It don't matter. Okay, you can put any name you want in there, but remember, when you win the product, you're going to have it shipped to you. So just keep common sense. You will fill in that on the shipping information, not to Ripple. So that site is not about selling information to anybody. It's about just signing up. So spread the word, guys. Get it out wherever you are. Some of you are doing a phenomenal job. Others have fallen behind a little bit, and you really need them individuals to get you points, because the only qualifier you got right now is that you've got to be able to bid in the auction. If you don't have any points, you're not going to be able to bid in the auction. Then you're going to lose your spot. I don't want that to happen to any of you, especially those committed to Avazoo. So, guys, we're in good shape. Things are going really good. This breather here, having a little different mindset, working with Ripple the last few weeks, even a couple of months, has really had us the opportunity to look at Avazoo in a different approach, waiting for the credit card. And it's all kind of, it's funny, the timing's all worked in our favor for us. So hopefully you guys are excited about both things going on. Just remember, every time you sign somebody up for Ripple, they're going to want to get points. Every fifth commercial that they see will be an Avazoo commercial talking about selling tickets and buying tickets, where you benefit again from them, because if they win, you win $1 million. All right. Any questions do we have, Just?
Yeah, we had a couple that came in.
Oh,
The first one says, "Is AppTech Gateway working?"
no, completely down. So we've pulled down AppTech, as we've come across, as we had mentioned 2 months ago, that we will be officially 100% closing that entity out. So that is now completely gone, dispersed. We do have all of the site, all of the collection data, and I know that we've got people waiting for Ripple to go off. We got one of them is Subway, so we've got lots to bring back up on board over the period of March and April. They'll start coming on board, where you guys will be able to post in banners, but not only be able to post in banners, you'll be able to get the points for that, but you'll get discounts like 10% off Subway, drinks, sandwiches, things like that. So they'll all be coming into Ripple as we move forward. Unless something changes, that's how it's all planned right now on the whiteboard. But AppTech Gateway is down intentionally on our end. We pulled it down. So you should not be able to get into it. If you are, you're only getting in because your cookies are allowing you to go in there, but should not be able to get in there. Next question.
Okay. What is the update on the shares? Just curious.
You know, that is so good. So guys, what we've done is we had a bunch of emails from everybody. What I can tell you, we're going to give you a set amount of shares. There's too much due diligence, and I'm going to be honest with you. They want a lot of money to go and check everybody's social site, everybody's this, and we're using the honor system. So, for example, some people will be getting 1,000 shares, some people will be getting 500 shares, and the minimum one's going to be 250 shares. I think the minimum is 250. So we just need a couple more days. I promise to give you a full update next Wednesday, and most probably you may already have the paperwork by next Wednesday. So somebody like Norman, I think, was originally the highest leader, and I think Justin, wasn't it about 750 postings he done, if I remember rightly? Norman, you on the
Yeah,
call? Is Norman on the call?
he is. He was the one that asked the question, actually.
Oh, okay, Norman, I think you had got down originally 750 shares. So can you confirm that for us? Put it in the chat box or whatever. So if somebody had like 20 postings, they're going to benefit because they're going to get the minimum amount of shares. Somebody like Norman, which I think was the leader we come up with, that had 750. Has he typed that in yet, or is he confirming that?
Not yet. I don't see anything yet.
Okay. I think it was 750. I know Sylvie, if she's on just, she would know, but I think it was 750 is what Norman had. And Norman, you would get the 1,000 shares. So if somebody had like 650, you'd get the 1,000 shares. What we've done is we bumped everything to make it better. They're all shares coming from me personally, not from the company. And you guys have been so supportive to me and the company that, I'm more than happy to give them to you. So rather than go and spend thousands of dollars in doing a due diligence on each and every one of you, where you posted and what you done, I'm just kind of upping it above your numbers. We're just checking a couple of people, make sure they don't. Unfortunately, we still have some people like to take advantage. You know how that can be. So, but Norman didn't come back at all.
He said, yes, that is what you said last time.
Okay, so Norman had approximately 750 in his postings, and what we done was we took Norman because we knew he was the most. We could see that. I tell you what, it become challenging, guys. It become challenging because we had the 3 normal posts. We didn't count that in there because you was getting entries. Then we said, oh my God, we changed the program, that last week, because people were duplicating the same things. It's just not worth the trouble or the aggravation. And my heart was in giving, so you all got upped. So every one of you I would either say you'll know exactly the numbers next Wednesday, or you may already have your share certificate sent to you by next Wednesday. But one way or another, we will talk about it as the prime subject next Wednesday. Any other questions?
Norman said, "Okay, so the top 10 will no longer receive double?" Question.
Well, the problem is, Norman, I mean, can I treat you guys to something special? I would definitely do that for the top 10 people, but it's doing the audit. You see, what I done was I screwed up, and I always own my screw ups. Justin here's my son, and he'll tell you I always own it. If I mess up, I own it. I never put the burden off to somebody else. And what I done was in the conversation, I said it's your postings if you post on your Facebook page, YouTube, wherever, and that's where it's creating a little bit of a problem for us. Mainly why it's creating a problem is when we went in, and I specifically personally went in and looked, went into your personal accounts in the CRC, and most of the people I looked at, most had their Facebook postings that I do not want. I've got to be careful. This is a recorded call. I do not want the audit company to go to your Facebook page, because when I went there, I didn't see any banners posted. But I went back to look at people's accounts, and then I saw that you was getting entries for posting banners, which means you have a separate account, or you're posting them to Facebook, but you're not showing them on your account. I see it. I know what you're doing. I'm okay with it, right? It's been a long time. However, I do not want. Sorry if that was loud, guys. I do not want the audit company looking at that, because that would just open up a can of worms. So it's an unfortunate thing the way I worded it. And then when going to look into your CRC and clicking on your Facebook page or your Instagram, unfortunately, some people, majority of the people, the postings aren't there. So I just don't want the audit doing. So I will figure out something to give the top 10 something special. Next question.
That's it for questions.
Really, that's it. All right.
Mhm.
So here's a good one for you guys. Gonna be picking a handful of people to work with next week. It's going to be something special. And the only way you're going to find out about it is I'm going to go live on Facebook a couple of nights next week. So if you see a little thing pop up saying Avazoo's live, join the call, because you're going to have a special advertisement. Of course, I know some of you are in a different time zone of me, but I'm going to start it next week on Monday. There will be a little live call I do. There won't be in the CRC. It's not going to be anywhere. And then I'm going to ask you to do something. And by you doing it, you're going to be very, very excited with the prize. So just so you guys know, I'm going to snap some excitement back in this and get this thing going, because we've dropped off, and it's not your fault. It's our fault. And I'm going to bring in a bunch of new blood using the dialers so we can start getting some ticket sales. Gigi and I have had lots of conversations in the last 5 days, and it's time to pull our pants up and get the job done. So, guys, hopefully you're okay with everything. Any other questions anywhere?
Nope, I think that's it.
All right, guys, be blessed. You all have got my information, my number. If you need a conversation with me, Norman, you've called me in my office. You all know how to reach me. Dave at Avazoo. It's only a small group on here. I do check the emails, but the best way to get me is in the CRC. I do check the messages. And guys, we're working diligently on getting Ripple. Ripple is our light at the end of the tunnel. Okay, it shows us new blood from new people. Okay, so let's just face facts when it's there. People that have been involved with Avazoo for 2 or 3 years, unless you're at my level, you're saying, "Oh, it's never going to happen." I got it. Look, I got it. I understand it. Okay, but let me tell you right now. Look you smack dead in the eye. It is going to happen, with or without certain people. And Avazoo is going to be a $1 billion raffle, and somebody's going to win it. I'm telling you now. So be prepared, be excited. Use Ripple to get new people involved. Let the Ripple system do what it says. ripple effect to get tickets. So guys, get the word out there. Don't sit around. I'm going to check you guys postings on Facebook and see if you're posting about Ripple. Get the word out there. Get them signed up, because this Saturday it's going to end on the round robin. I don't want to see anybody lose out on that. That's going to be huge. That's tens of thousands of points you can get, and points are going to get you groceries. It's going to get your bills paid. It's going to do all kinds of things. So guys, get on it. I know it's an Avazoo call, but get hold of Ripple. Don't look this one down. You got a friend, like I had a friend today. I said, I don't care what your excuse is. Just sign up and then get on a call. And I was a little aggressive. Get them signed up. Okay, get them to understand what this thing is. There's no personal information. It's down to you if you want more points and you want bigger prizes. This is going to be better. I'm going to tell you now, I'll make a statement. Some of you are going to turn around and say, you know, Dave was right. This is better than going out and getting in some program where I got to sell a product and then I get paid a commission and I got to pay taxes on it and I got to get my money because I'm in a different country. This is going to be so simple. If you're in a country, you bid on something, that means that product can be shipped and delivered there. So whether it's a gift card and you have the gift card electronically within minutes after you win in the bid, then what happens is you can go to the grocery store and get yourself groceries. That's better than going out and doing some of these other network marketing programs. They're all bullshit. They're all nonsense. Sorry, I nearly screwed up. Anyway, get excited about it. Dwayne, excellent. Get on top of this thing. Get the word out. Guys, the more you have in it, this is the first time some of you have ever been this high. And this winner's circle, dudes, I'm excited about it. And I told myself I would never get back into network marketing. But this thing is so simple. I'm actually helping a charity get what they need that day. I'm helping you guys get groceries. That's better than anything out there right now. Anyway, guys, don't let me get started because I'll get on fire and light you all up. All right, Just, I'm out of here. We good?
Yep, I think so.
All right, guys, be blessed. We'll see you Saturday. Get people on the call. We're going to get you some notifications. Look in your Ripple notification inside there and look for emails. We'll have them well coming for you. Love to all of you. As always, please be safe. You're always all in our prayers. God bless. Thank you.